Neighborhoods are the heart of our city. We would not be the city we are today if it wasn't for our 32 amazing neighborhoods. And when we started talking about why do we want to do a summit, we talked about we need to elevate the value and the role and the importance of neighborhoods in our city. We need to come together as a community and we need to talk about why are neighborhoods so important, but then we also need to pause to learn. There's examples all over this country, best practices and innovative ideas that are being shared. And we wanted to create a space where we would bring those ideas to our community and see if any of them fit for us.
I feel like it's been very informative coming to the summit for the first time. I feel like I've learned a great deal kind of about, just in one workshop, not only about the things that I'm passionate about in terms of advancing equity, but I hopped to another workshop as well and kind of heard them talking about how to organize and some of that, the methods that we can implement. And then already the keynote speaker has expanded and enlightened me a great deal. I wasn't familiar with him prior to coming today, and so hearing his story and hearing him talk about leveraging each of our individual anecdotes and our experiences has been really powerful for me, and it's really resonated with the way I want to take on my work in the neighborhoods. Really not so much telling people what they need to do, but just listening to people's stories and then kind of elevating them.
Yeah, they changed it. It went more dynamically, and I like that the presenters now are from the community, because I've seen in the past there was someone from other cities. So now they're highlighting the work that we do.
What was pointed out there, ground people such as myself working directly with communities up close, knocking on doors, and talking to people personally, can kind of gain a sense of ownership, an asset-based development, community building it from the inside out was pretty unique.
So I think probably because I've been focusing most of what I've been wanting to learn about is about racial equity. So I feel like the presenter really provided a lot of really good resources. So I've got 3 or 4 websites that I want to go back and kind of visit and learn more about how to speak about racial equity, which I think is really helpful, so I can educate myself.
Got to see a lot of people that I haven't seen for some time, and I've got to network with some other people that I just met, and it's been very rewarding.
A summit like this says that we are a city that authentically wants to be a city for the people, by the people, led by community voices and all who call this city home. And I think that's important. I think it says so much about our leadership that even as you look across the summit and who's here today, it is demographically reflective of everybody who calls this city home. And it's a space where everybody has an opportunity to lend their voice and their stories and their expertise to make great contributions for all. I think that's great.
To go to those elected officials meetings and say, look, I respect your position. And just as importantly, I respect your pocketbook. I respect your access to resources. We know the solutions locally. Come to us. Let's have a conversation. This is how we get stuff done in Grand Rapids. You folks are not the gatekeepers. We're the gatekeepers.